Welcome to Berkshire Jazz. You're listening to WTBR 89.7 FM here in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. I'm your host, Phil Tierney. And, well, as I say each week for the next 2 hours, we'll entertain you with some great American music from the likes of Al Jarreau, Dr. Billy Taylor, Jerry Mulligan, Arturo Sandoval, David Sanborn, and others. So stay with us. And we're going to start out, now that Berkshire Jazz is heard, at least in Pittsfield here in the morning, with a tune off of the best of Al Jarreau. This was recorded in 1983 and entitled Morning. Seems appropriate. Follow that with a tune that I heard first time at the Basketball Hall of Fame. It was a soundtrack accompanying some of the monster dunks that had been, this is many years ago, so I don't know if they even use it anymore, but entitled Boogie Down. And then a tune entitled Compared to What? Here is Al Jarreau.
love. You won't be. You can be what you want, and all you need is to get your boogie down. You can be all you want, and all you need is to get your boogie down.
Now you go 1 and 2 and 3. It's a little step for you and me. Come step your step, but leaving out all the newest. Boogie, the truest, boogie, boogie.
I can be what I want to, and all I need is to get my boogie down. I can be what I want to, and all I need is to get my boogie down. I can be what I want to, and all I need is to get my boogie down. I can be what I want to, and all I need is to get my boogie down. I can be what I want to, and all I need is to get my boogie down. I can be what I want to, and all I need is to get my boogie down. We live the lie, deny the love, hanging on with push and shove. Possession is the motivation that is hanging up the whole damn nation. Looks like we always end up in a rut. Everybody now trying to make it real compared to what? Come on, baby. Slaughterhouse is a killing house. Twisted children are killing frogs. Poor dumb biggest skinny frog. Tired old ladies are kissing dogs. Isn't the human race a bone and mud? Take you trying to make it real compared to what? Come on. Still don't know what the hit is for. They changed the game, ain't no rhyme or reason. Dropped the man's flag and they call it treason. With chicken feathers roasting like a nut. Ooh, baby, now trying to make it real compared to what? couch on Sunday, sleep at night, trying to duck the wrath of God. Preachers filling us with fright. Ain't ever wondered if they're ready to ride. I got a fire burning in my gut. Can't do it. Trying to make it real compared to what.
And you get by, but only if you make it.
Oh, yes, that's a time. Prepare for me. How make it real, make it real, make it trying to make it real compared to what.
Al Jarreau here on WTBR 89.7 FM in Pittsfield. And we're going to have Al return a little later in the show for some more of that stand up and move kind of music. But I do want to mention right now that later today, Saturday, July 23rd, right here in Pittsfield, Berkshire's Jazz is going to present a outdoor concert at the Common on 1st Street in Pittsfield. It's the fourth or fifth of these. We had to take a break there with the pandemic, but it's a free concert. It's featuring a lot of terrific musicians, local musicians, and there'll be 4 groups playing, starting at 1 p.m. Mike Fahn Quartet. At 2 p.m., Susie Stearns Quartet. 3 p.m., it's Rob Putnam's Organ Trio. And at 4 p.m., Dave Bartley's Quartet. Names perhaps, if you're from the area, you'll recognize and know that they are the real deal. So hopefully you bring a lawn chair. It's going to be hot. Maybe an umbrella. There'll be food vendors there and so forth. It's a real festival kind of atmosphere. So if you can, that's tomorrow, Saturday, at the Common on 1st Street. There's parking across the street. And if you get there early, there's a farmer's market going on. So there's all kinds of stuff for you. But hopefully we'll see you there. And here, we're going to move on to some more, I guess you'd say, subtle, traditional kind of jazz. We started off kind of high-stepping it, you might say. We have a 1993 recording, 2 close friends. I didn't realize how close they were until reading the liner notes. They, of course, respect each other. And a lot of times when that occurs, when they get together to play, there's a kind of magic between them where they kind of know the other's every thought and move, and they respond to it, and it makes for a great concert. This is a live concert. I know I haven't told you who it was just yet, but it was recorded in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in October of 1993 at the Manchester Craftsman Guild. And it's the great baritone saxophonist Jerry Mulligan with a splendid pianist, Dr. Billy Taylor, whose birthday was this Sunday, the 24th. He was born in 1921. They're joined by Chip Jackson on bass and Carl Allen on drums. So here is Billy Taylor and Jerry Mulligan. We'll listen to two tunes. Stompin' at the Savoy and Darn That Dream. Dr. Billy Taylor and Jerry Mulligan from a 1993 recording. Live at the Manchester Craftsman Guild in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. As I say, joining Billy Taylor on the keyboard, Jerry Mulligan on the baritone sax, it was Chip Jackson on bass and Carl Allen on drums. And you're listening to WTBR 89.7 FM here in Pittsfield. This is Berkshire Jazz. I'm your host, Phil Tierney, and I mentioned earlier the Berkshire Jazz Showcase that's going to take place tomorrow. And I realized it's kind of cool. If you are in the area, you can listen to this show on Saturday morning, and it concludes around noon. Just in time to go down to First Street here in Pittsfield, the Common, big open field. It's a beautiful bandstand and, entertainment things at a park for kids. And we're going to have a free concert. Mike Vaughn's orchestra will be there at 1. Susie Stern's quartet at 2. Rob Putnam organ trio at 3. And Dave Bartley's quartet at 4. So a nice afternoon of jazz. There'll be food vendors, and if you go earlier, you could catch some of the farmers market that takes place there every Saturday. Well, all right. We're going to listen next to an album entitled Flight to Freedom. It's by the Cuban-born trumpet player Arturo Sandoval. And in 1990, Arturo Sandoval was given permission by the Cuban government to tour with the United Nations Orchestra led by Dizzy Gillespie. And because it was going to be a lengthy world tour, in July they permitted Arturo Sandoval's family to visit him in Rome, at which time Arturo Sandoval went to the U.S. Embassy and defected to the United States. And I don't think he regrets it, and I'm sure we don't either. A great trumpet player. And we'll listen to 3 tunes. We'll listen to the title tune, Flight to Freedom, and then a tune entitled The Last Time I Saw You, and finally, Samoa d'Amor. Here is Arturo Sandoval. Arturo Sandoval on trumpet from a 1991 recording, Flight to Freedom. That tune, Samba de l'Amour. Before that, we heard him do The Last Time I Saw You, and we started out with the title tune, Flight to Freedom. You're listening to WTBR 89.7 FM here in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and yeah, some great sounds there. I have a CD of his, that is of Arturo Sandoval's, where he does a tribute to the great trumpet players, and not just jazz. I'm trying to think, the Rafael Mendez, classical trumpeter, but he does Harry James and Louis Armstrong and Maynard Ferguson and Miles Davis, and so many different styles. And when I hear it, I'm always kind of surprised and that he nails it. He just manages to pick out what is specific about those trumpet players' style and cover it. Maybe next week. I didn't bring it this week. Maybe next week we'll listen to some of that. At any rate, we move on. Move on to a CD from 1992 entitled Up Front. It's a CD of the saxophonist David Sanborn. And we'll listen to David, who was born on the 30th of July in 1945. 3 tunes: Soul Serenade, Crossfire, and Benny. Not in that order. We'll listen to Benny, Crossfire, and Soul Serenade. And joining David on the alto sax, Marcus Miller on bass guitar, Steve Jordan on drums, Ricky Peterson on Hammond B3 organ, John Purcell, alto flute, Dave Barrington on trombone and tuba, Jason Miles on synthesizer, and here is Benny by David Sanborn. 89.7 WTBR-FM, your community radio station. Three tunes from David Sanborn's 1992 recording entitled Up Front. That tune was Soul Serenade. Started off with a tune entitled Benny, and then we listened to Crossfire. And you're listening to WTBR 89.7 FM here in Pittsfield. This is Berkshire Jazz. I'm your host, Phil Tierney, and, last week, I hope you were with me last week, we listened to some tunes that were written as instrumentals and then lyrics added to them later. And the fellow that added those lyrics, John Hendricks, had a knack of rhyming and picking up the melody and just welding them together, if you will. We listened to, I think it was Birdland by the Manhattan Transfer, and a couple other tunes that he had written. We're going to listen to some more. This from an album of John's entitled Freddie Freeloader. Freddie Freeloader. And you may recognize that tune as a tune off the Miles Davis Kind of Blue album. And the liner notes here say John Hendricks and friends, and they mentioned his friends as George Benson, Al Jarreau, Manhattan Transfer, Bobby McFerrin, Count Basie Orchestra, Wynton Marsalis, Stanley Turretine, Tommy Flanagan, Rufus Reed, George Morantz, Jimmy Cobb, and special guest Al Gray. So he's got some heavy hitters on this. And the first tune we're going to listen to, Freddie Freeloader, he says, when invited guests such as George Benson, Al Jarreau, and Bobby McFerrin, masters all, accept your invitation to come and sing, the first thing you do is you have to provide them a masterpiece to sing. And I believe, he says, I've done this with Miles Davis, Freddie Freeloader, having it done the magnificent solos by Miles, John Coltrane, Julian Cannonball Adderley, and Wynton Kelly. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this for the others, but in this first tune we listened to, Bobby McFerrin will sing the Wynton Kelly piano solos. Al Jarreau, who we listened to earlier in the show, and we'll listen to again, will sing Miles Davis's solos flawlessly. John Coltrane's tenor solo, John Hendricks, he says, attempts to sing is really all one can hope to do with John Coltrane solos. And then Cannonball Adderley, George Benson will perform that. So we're going to listen to Freddie Freeloader, and then Duke Ellington's Take the A-Train, and Benny Goodman's Sing, 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 all with lyrics written by John Hendricks. Here's Freddie Freeloader.
He isn't good looking, yet handsome. What's so credit if he can stand some? Cause every trace is what he does, prettier than most men. Especially the up and cats that come in. Cause Freddie really loves that thing called people. Let the cats drink every drop while he thinks all it non-stop. So cats are lined up in his bar with throats dry, knowing that that's the place where that he can tap and get you high. Without ever worrying about baby that'll go from the endless spirit of the squares. So you never even have to ever think about it. Just settle on down to some drinking, your tabs open, let the good times roll. And pour me another drink is a toast to old Freddie, a cat that's hip and where it was where it's at. He used to be such a solid stone pillar of the church. He used to be sanctified. He had his religion. But now it's the devil's on dirty justice, dance and spirit. Meanwhile, of his son, there is only the tiniest smidgen. So turn out of the silver breakdown when he's brown. And now my captain knows that he'll make so much of you. So these days in fall about, it's such a brew, you need another one to help you bring you to. I heard him say that. Speaking of Fred, he's got the ugly kind of face that'll help mom get up. And I know Freddie don't play that.
There's this cat. His name is Freddie. This cat's a bartender, well known by anyone here. He can mix the kind of drink that you won't forget. One sip and you flip. And for Jesus, Freddie got some stuff for hip lips. Groovy stuff for your cup. Let the flow go. Get down. Drink it up. I swear he made it up himself, and it'll hypnotize an elf. Them drinks that Freddie mix ain't no well they won't fix. For each emotion, Freddie got a potion. He's known to have you ossified before you know you even try. Just mention his name. All the cats know Freddie. He serves one. So Freddie deserves one. Cause tending by the way that Freddie does, he claims it unnerves one. So all day juicers all day Freddie. But all that bread don't reach the tip. Though I ain't saying Freddie's stealing, if you know him at all, then it's a cinch that you know he will. Ever ready, Freddie? Well, he pours so steady. I seen him sink one drink for the next cat was ready. He's got a style that's so well known. Freddie's on touch, really too much. It's all his own.
Speaking of Freddie, who the hell is he? What is Freddie to me? And what is this I hear about the kind of a boy he tends? So he tends a groovy boss, so they all forget it. To me, it couldn't mean anything, and I was calling myself a fool to let it. I've had a little day with Freddie, and little Freddie's really heady. You know that alcohol will make an ordinary fella's mind unsteady. It's in the book, you can read it if you're ever sober enough to want to take a look. You settle in the alcoholic use and get an all the sort around because I'm sucking up the juice and you're never gonna ever you lose. She's stupid rummy. She's the hole in your head. Because you do what you do with it. Remember that. Now you know, so take it slow. You'll find you're gonna have a long road to hoe. And so I say you gotta play another way. You ought to add a little depth to your attitude and exercise your mind. If you do, you probably will find that fame ain't nothing but pride and illusion. Who's up and who's down is off the side, I tell you. While we're rolling on our ass, we'll lift 1,000 miles a minute, but we think standing still. When you think of that, it's kind of peculiar. Even so, you ought to know. But alcohol is eating up your brain, otherwise you wouldn't function kind of slow. Ignition, not a body but a mind. A revolution. Don't resist. Your body serving as colorblind, secreting your immortal soul. Oh, what bliss. You're free, really are. To do your heart and your mind, to your soul, that's the goal. And the soul is the one you need. Food for thought is all about your need. That'll give you the sky and keep you high forever. And lots of people tend to think all they have to do is light a joint or take a drink for them to reach the same euphoric brink. Forget it, you never will be so. Cause alcohol and them narcotics will never do the trick. You gotta do it like I said, or mess your body up and shoot the stuff and get sick. Don't ever listen to your intellect, cause intellect annihilates the spirit. There, I know it may be my position clear. Remember, only open up a little here. You may never do.
I heard what you said, and it stays in my head. Well, let me tell you my impression. Everything you said is straight ahead. Absolutely, indeed. It sure needs thinking about. I'm just trying to figure it out. I never would believe it if I hadn't really heard it. Pretty much what I heard is definable to me. I really need to see a relationship between another fellow's soul and his body. Somebody's gonna have to make it clear to me. Having a teensy weensy itsy bitsy face with Freddie is apt to make a fellow's life unsteady.
So pour me a drink and let me think. Raise your glass, make a clink. Bottoms up, now I'm ready for the game. Might as well get in it, cause by laying out I'm never gonna win it. Let's have a party, drinking hard, gonna drink up till we drop. Let me have another that shake. You want a total, you wanna drink it straight. Way you burping got me thinking, maybe it might have been something you ate. Relax and let's drink steady. It's on Freeload Freddy. Drink up, everybody thinks of Freddy. I'm talking about Freddy, cause Freddy is steady. Talking about copping his buddy some booze. Wanna get drunk for free? That's easy. Freddy will pop a little, take it off top a little. So his boss will never even miss his drink up. It's Freddy's treat. You buy one, he'll give you one. Acquaintances never leave Freddy's dry. You're never really ever gonna find a cheaper high. I'm telling the truth, yeah. I'm sitting right here one evening just cooling. I'm telling you, man, I'm a broke and about to beg me a drink, and that's no joke. That's when old Freddy spoke and he said, don't worry about it, man, cause I can dig it. You got a thirst going without it, man. I'm here to tell you there's nothing worse. That's the reason why I'm inclined to let the fella reload. Because of that, they call me Freddy Freeloader. Do something so too late.
Find the biggest way to get to Harlem.
if you just take that A-train, you'll find the quickest way to get to Harlem just by taking a train.
Them tom-toms keep thumping, that boom keeps jumping, that boom keeps bumping, that pounding must come from that hum, from that drum.
You gotta sing, 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 sing. Everybody's got to swing. Then you gotta sing along with the swing. You gotta sing, 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 sing. Everybody wants to swing. Then you gotta sing along with the swing.
Feel the rhythm and feel the beat. Never hard time keeping from stomping your feet. Dig it when you're singing this groovy song. Sing along.
Everybody sing, 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 sing. Everybody's got to swing.
Sing
Then you gotta sing along with the swing.
music moves in. You feel the rhythm begin on the
Never get drunk, cut the run, pick that jitterbug, swinging, swinging. You keep on swinging and you never get drunk. Never get drunk, cut the run, pick that jitterbug. La da and la dee do, what songs are you gotta know? Mr. Christopher Columbus got a motor wooden boat. See without a compass, looking for some Indians. Benny and the rumpus, looking for some ambiance. John Christopher Columbus, looking for some Indians. Christopher Columbus, got a motor wooden boat. See without a compass, looking for some Indians.
There's a running on down. There's going down. Everybody going around as happy as can be. Everybody going around as happy than me. Stand still and swing your feet. And I'm for the emperor, shuffle their feet. You never try to lose about the feels real high. You never have a good time, no matter you try. Those drums are the rhythm makes the world go round. Roll on, roll on, roll on. Those drums are the rhythm makes the world go round. Right to the drum, right to the drum, swing to the drum. We're riding with the rhythm. Right to the drum, right to the drum, swing to the drum. We're riding with the rhythm.
John Hendricks, Freddie Freeloader, the name of the album. Of course, that was Sing, 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 Benny Goodman's big hit. And then the Duke Ellington theme, Take the A-Train. And you're listening to WTBR 89.7 FM here in Pittsfield, Mass. This is Berkshire Jazz. I'm the host, Phil Tierney. And we're going to play more music. Up next will be, again, a visit from Dr. Billy Taylor. This from a 1981 recording, Where Have You Been? And joining Billy Taylor on the piano, it's Joe Kennedy on violin, Victor Gatskin on bass and Keith Copeland on drums. We'll listen to 3 tunes. The title tune, Where Have You Been? And then I Think of You. And then a tune Billy Taylor wrote, Capricious. Here is Dr. Billy Taylor's Quartet.
Thank
Billy Taylor's quartet from a 1981 recording, Where Have You Been? That was the first tune we listened to. Then we heard I Think of You, and that last tune, Capricious. Joining Billy Taylor, Joe Kennedy on violin, Victor Gaskin on bass, and Keith Copeland on drums. And this is Berkshire Jazz. You're listening to WTBR 89.7 FM here in Pittsfield, Mass. Now, if you're listening to us out in WETF, the jazz station in South Bend, Indiana, Eric in the Evening out of Boston on WGBH will follow us. The show, Sean Montero's show that followed us weeks ago, now is on Sunday evening at 8 p.m. And I do want to remind everyone who's listening that just in a few hours from now, Saturday afternoon on the 23rd of July, the Berkshire's Jazz, I should say, showcase returns with 4 terrific quartets, free concert on the lawn. Bring a lawn chair if you'd like. There'll be vendors there, food vendors and so forth. Mike Fahn's quartet leads us off at 1 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, Susie Stern's quartet. 3 p.m., Rob Putnam organ trio. And closing out the afternoon at 4, Dave Bartley's quartet. Probably most of you people are familiar with these artists. You've heard them, and they're good. So if you get a chance, stop by, say hello. All right, we're going to move on to some Eric Marenthal from a 2005 recording, Got You Covered. And I'm not even going to tell you what the names of the songs are because you'll recognize them. But let's see if you do or you don't. After the set is over, I'll tell you what you listened to. Here's Eric Marenthal. was easy, wasn't it? The first tune was I Will, written by Lennon and McCartney. The last tune, You've Got a Friend, a Carole King tune, popularized, I think, by James Taylor, our own James Taylor. And I promised you an Al Jarreau, so let's finish the night with some more Al Jarreau. This from the best of our Al Jarreau. We'll listen to two tunes, So Good and We're in This Love Together.
There's no greater crime than wasting your life on a boat going nowhere. When you came along, you made it safe for love to survive. I trusted and dreamed, and you came like I knew. Been round before, but this feels so good. I could not walk by, I knew that I'd found what's at the end of the rainbow. There's no place on earth I'd rather be than staying right here with you. It's not about luck. I don't need to knock on wood. No, no, been round before, but this feels so good. Oh, night after night, it's so hard to believe that I wake up each day next to you. In the cold morning light, it's good to know that it's true. Yes, yes, yes. There's no greater sin than missing your chance. But when it's staring right at you, that look in your eyes, says everything and tells me I'm home. For once in my life, you know I don't feel misunderstood. Well, I've been round before, oh, but this time, you know, it feels so sure. Been round before, but this feels so good. Hey, 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 been round before, this feels so good. Y'all sing it. That's what I mean.
song that we love to sing. Every time we hear the music, and we're in this love together. We got the kind that lasts forever. We're in this love together, and like berries on the vine, it gets sweeter all the time. It's like a rainy night and candlelight, and ooh, it's so romantic. We got the whole thing working out so right, yes. And it's just the way we planned it. We're in this love together. We got the kind that lasts forever. Don't you know that we're in this love together? And like berries on the vine, it gets sweeter all the time. We got the kind that lasts forever. We're in this love together. We got a kind that will last forever and evermore. Don't you know we're in this love?
Hated to do that, but I got to run. See you at the Common for the showcase this afternoon, right here in Pittsfield on 1st Street. Take care, be well, and join me next Saturday evening for more great jazz.